5 funerals were held on Thursday in one of the deadliest days in the occupied West Bank in recent months. The Palestinian victims were all killed during confrontations with Israeli forces. This funeral is for 20-year-old Omar Alayan from Silwad village near Ramallah. Paramedics told us the Israeli army delayed ambulances and assaulted them before finally allowing them to reach Alayan 20 minutes after he was shot. By then, it was too late to save him.
My son's only wish was to die for what he believed in, just like his whole generation, because they see no future nor a political horizon for them.
The Palestinian Red Crescent says since the beginning of this month, medical teams have been blocked from aiding the wounded in 5 different incidents. In the past 2 weeks, 3 attacks on medical staff and another on an ambulance were reported. 2 of those killed on Thursday were from Jenin, north of the West Bank. Jenin has become the center of the current wave of escalation, with almost daily raids by Israeli forces. Hundreds of gunmen live in the Jenin refugee camp and often return Israeli fire with fire.
Youth
in Ramallah are raging. I'm not only talking about me, I know how every young man's feeling. The youth in Ramallah are all ready for escalation. We can't accept to just sit and watch our brothers in Jenin and Nablus and other areas while they're resisting and being killed and injured.
The Israeli military says it's conducting a counter-terrorism operation. It started early April after 2 gunmen from the Jenin area committed 2 attacks in Israel, leaving 8 Israelis dead. Palestinian prisoners groups say Israeli forces have arrested more than 200 Palestinians since the operation started, but tensions stretch back longer than that. Since the beginning of the year, more than 1,500 Palestinians have been detained and at least 41 Palestinians have been killed, the majority in confrontations with the Israeli military.
We're not just talking about the latest attacks in Israel as a starting point for the current escalation. Yes, indeed, it has contributed to heightened tensions all across the West Bank. But Palestinians want the world to know that they have been under occupation for decades, and it's rarely been a night in the West Bank where they haven't seen the Israeli army raid their cities, arrest people, and sometimes shoot and kill them.
On Thursday, a general strike was announced in 3 cities in the West Bank: Ramallah, Bethlehem, and Jenin, to mourn the dead. Palestinians fear that there'll be more Israeli raids in the days ahead. Ibrahim, Al Jazeera, the occupied West Bank.